Hi, my name is Claire and this is my presentation on Anna Branford and Sarah Davis. Anna Branford is a children's author, craftswoman and lecturer of sociology at Victoria University. She grew up on the Isle of Man and spent some time living in Papua New Guinea and South Africa before coming to live in Melbourne, Australia. Living in Australia has seen her passion for writing and crafting grow, and she has published a number of children's book series, most notably her award-winning series Violet Mackerel. Branford also creates small crafts such as dolls and nests, which she sells at local markets. In her career, she has combined her two loves of writing and craft making, and wrote a book parallel to the Violet Mackerel series called How to Make Small Things with Violet Mackerel. Sarah Davis is a New Zealand-born illustrator who started out as a secondary school teacher before moving to Australia and pursuing a career in illustration. Davis illustrated her first book in 2008 and became a full-time illustrator in 2010. Her book illustrations have won a number of awards and honours, including her work with Branford's Violet Mackerel series. Davis works a lot with children in conjunction with her illustrative work. She is an ambassador for a non-profit organisation called Room to Read, which encourages reading engagement in young people. Davis also regularly attends schools, universities and festivals to hold talks and workshops related to her work. What are the ways by which Branford and Davis develop their reputations and market as artists? Both Branford and Davis are represented by agents, which helps them to have their work published in different houses across the country. Davis especially has enlisted a number of different agents that work in different countries, so she has a better chance of breaching the international market. The pair have also engaged in charities and not-for-profit organisations, which markets them as compassionate and generous artists, which helps their image. A major benefit for their reputations is their strong online presence. Both have regularly updated websites which they use for a number of work aspects: portfolio of work, blogs about the industries, discussions on their work, external resources and how-to videos, crash courses on designs, merchandise and more. A strong online presence means that if someone was curious to know about these artists, a Google search would very quickly point them to their personal websites. Another way they develop their reputation and market themselves is collaborating with other artists. As Hinchy states in her article, the only way to get noticed is to create authentic relationships. That is to say, to stand out in the arts industry, an artist needs to be able to make meaningful connections with others in the industry. With Branford and Davis, in working together on an award-winning book series, creates a reputation for themselves as individuals. They can create successful images and stories, they can work with others, and create a cross-media collaboration. What are the individual points of difference for each of these artists? Branford clearly writes for a child audience, understanding that her books are mostly read by and to children between the ages of 5 and 10. Davis, however, has a much more diverse audience as her work responds to design briefs with various authors and publishers. Davis posts blogs about what she calls scribblings and mutterings, where she discusses the process of creating work in the industry. Branford, on the other hand, takes a more critical look at the reviewing and editorial industry. Branford posts resources about crafts and blogs about her creations, as well as posts how-to guides and videos on crafts. Davis often posts resources and aids of self-promotion, but also things she finds fun and wishes to share. Davis also uses her site to sell merchandise such as signed copies and prints. Branford opts for a simple link where you can buy her books. Davis has created a webpage to booking her for talks and workshops for schools and community groups. Branford, although she does hold talks at schools, does not often promote that she does. Instead, may update the next market that she'll be selling crafts at. Some questions for you. Do you think you would benefit from collaborating with other artists? Why and why not? If there is no financial reward, at least not yet, for your creative work, why do you continue to produce it?